Hi there, my name's Emma and I'm from Engineered Well Pilates. And today I'm going to show you a short series of exercises that are going to stretch out your whole body. And because this is the home of personalised Pilates, I'm going to perform these exercises or show you how to perform them with tight hamstrings in mind. So this is my name all over it, and I'm sure it's got a lot of your names all over it too, because who doesn't sit quite a bit? So from here, you don't need any equipment, you just need your mat. You're going to come to lie down with your legs together and you're going to have your legs bent. We're going to start off with 100. So the arms are going to be by your side. You're going to take a couple of breaths here just to relax your spine, just to find your nice neutral position of your pelvis. And you can watch my video on fundamentals for more about that. And we're going to go straight into it. So I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, I'm going to curl up, and I'm going to bring my legs into tabletop and lengthen them out to 45 degrees. So this is where I'm going to work today. I do have a video on variations for the 100 that you might like to watch as well. So here, I've got tight hamstrings, so I'm going to have a little soft bend at my knee whilst I inhale and exhale. But even though I've got this bend at my knee, I'm going to have this sense of lengthening my legs away because I'm working towards a straight leg, but at the moment, it's just grippy on the hamstring. So I'm going to keep my legs a little bit bent and I'm just going to focus on my core and my breathing. Lovely length through the top of my head and out through my feet. Reaching those legs like you're trying to touch the wall in front of you. Let's go for 3 more. Belly button pulling in and up. Lengthening those legs, reaching. This is your last full breath. Lowering down with control. And from here, you're going to bring yourself up to seated, however you need to. And you're going to come to have your legs out in front of you. We're going to start with a soft bend and we're going to see where the journey takes us. So from here, we're going to pull in the belly button and we're going to start to roll backwards, just rounding that spine down towards the mat, feeling this sense of length away from those feet. Arms can come behind the head at the bottom, then bring them back up, and we're going to roll back up towards the top, one bone at a time, rounding the spine up. And we're going to roll it down, pulling in my abdominals, lengthening that spine along the mat. Peeling myself up. And I'm going to straighten out my legs. I'm going to have a little lean forward. Feel that stretch just through the back of my hamstrings. And then I'm going to roll myself back down. Just trying to keep everything still and strong. And I'm going to reach it back forward. Now, if this is feeling quite nice on the body, you're feeling like you can keep your pelvis pretty much stable as you lift through the abdominals, then you can try to roll back with your arms straight. And here I want you to push something away with your feet. I want you to reach those feet so far away from your head. And you're going to nod your chin to your chest, push against something, push it away, push it away, push it away. Reach forward up and over those legs. And we're going to roll it down. Can you reach further through those heels? Can you stretch those legs anymore? And again, pushing something away, push. And reach over, remembering you can always go back to that nice soft bend if that's easier for your legs. You don't want to feel like those legs are lifting. And now you're going to lie all the way back down. Bring your arms by your side. 1 leg circles. So option here is to keep one leg on the mat straight. So if you can, if your hamstrings aren't so tight that this isn't uncomfortable, then you're going to keep your left leg straight. If this is uncomfortable and you can already feel it's like too much of a stretch, you're going to soften the knee and dig the heel into the mat. Your opposite leg, your right leg, is going to come up towards the ceiling. Now I say towards. You don't want to lift your legs so high that the hip comes with it up towards the armpit. So I want you to check in with what your hips are doing as you lift this leg. So it might come to here, it might be bent. That's absolutely fine. Just know that we're always working, it's an ongoing journey towards a lovely straight leg that's up towards the ceiling. So you'll see that even I really struggle to get this leg up here. So now I'm going to circle my leg around, and I'm going to imagine I'm trying to paint a circle on the ceiling. So I'm really reaching my leg around, trying to touch the ceiling. And remember, it might be slightly bent. And I want you to see, so I've got my right leg in the air. I'm going to try and touch my right toes towards my left shoulder as I circle around, so I can get a bigger stretch. But as I do that, I'm watching that my pelvis isn't tucking towards me. And I'm going to go the other way. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to try and touch my left shoulder. Big stretch. Trying to paint my circle on the ceiling. I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to lower this leg down. So now I'll show you what it's like with the leg straight on the floor. So remember, you can have this leg bent or straight. Opposite leg now is going to lift to that level, which might be different to your other leg, where the hips stay level and even. And it could be bent, and I'm reaching through my feet. I'm trying to paint the circle on the ceiling. I'm trying to get my left foot towards my right shoulder without moving my pelvis. Across, around and up. Across, around and up. Do one more. And reverse. Try and touch that shoulder. Try and touch that shoulder. Really use the belly to pull that leg in. Do two more. And lower the leg down. And then you're going to bring yourself back up to a seated position. And if you do have to hand a cushion, see I've got a little beanie bag here, or just a pillow or something like that you could sit on, then grab it. Or what you could do is roll up the end of your mat, particularly if you've got a thick mat, so that you can just sit your hips up, off on something. Because now we're going to lengthen our legs out in front of us, and with tight hamstrings, it can be really hard to sit in this position. So what I want you to feel is that you can get out of your pelvis. So we're not sort of slumped down and rounded through here. We're really lifted up and out of it. And if you find that if you haven't got something to hand to sit up on, or you can't sit up high enough, you're going to soften the knees so that you can really get out of the pelvis. Arms come up level to the legs. You're going to take a big inhale, try and lift out more of the hips. And as you exhale, you're going to round yourself forward, pulling back strongly with the abs and the upper ribs. And you're going to lift up tall. And again, you're going to lift out of the hips, and you're going to stretch forward, trying to lift this bit. Lift, 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 lift. I'm pulling you up. And come up tall. And again. So you'll see this is really hard for me. My one is to slump down as I reach. So I've got to really focus on lifting out of this lower back. I'm going to go for two more. Lifting up. I'm lifting and I'm rounding. I'm lifting and I'm rounding. Pulling back with those ribs. And I'm coming up tall, and this is my last one. Stretching up. And coming up tall. I'm going to unroll the mat, and I'm going to lie all the way down for bridge. So arms are by my side, feet are going to be hip width apart or legs together, and I'm going to really activate the bottom of my bottom, and that's going to lift my legs, my hips. And I'm now going to melt down through my spine, feeling it lengthen all the way along that mat towards the bottom. And my bum is going to lift my hips. And I'm going to feel this lovely length through the whole body as I roll all the way down through my spine. So if you feel when you lift that you go crampy all through the hamstrings, I want you to really have this sense of pushing through the heels and squeezing the sits bones, or squeezing the bit that makes your butt cheeks smile, and really try and fire up those parts of the body and take the load a little bit off the hamstrings here. And then roll all the way down to the bottom. So dig those heels in, squeeze the bottom of the bottom, and lift. and roll all the way down to the floor. We're going to do 2 more. Heels down, bottom of the bottom lifts, and roll all the way back down. And this is your last one. And pause. And then you're going to come up to a seated position, and you're going to come to face the screen with your legs in a wide straddle. And you're going to bring your the hand that's the same side as your feet to the feet, the opposite arm up towards the ceiling for Mermaid. So this is a side stretch. So from here, you're going to lift up out of the hips, and you're going to take this nice big reach over towards your feet. And then your abs are going to lift you back up, and you're going to come down onto your forearm, your opposite forearm, so you can stretch out the other side. You're going to let those abdominals lift you up as you come back over to the feet. And come back up and reach on over. And come up and stretch over those feet. Now take a twist by dropping your top hand down towards the bottom hand and looking over your back shoulder. And then carefully untwist and change sides. So opposite hand now is on the ankle, other arm is reaching up towards the ceiling, and we're going to lift up out of the pelvis as we stretch over. And we're going to use those abdominals as we move through the middle and we reach over the other way, really sending that hip away from the fingers. And the abs are going to lift you up, and we're going to stretch over those feet again. And we're going to go back over the other way. And we'll do that one more time, coming up and over, dropping this top hand down and twisting. And coming back. Now, if you find that position uncomfortable, if you really are feeling very tight, then you can do it in a kneeling position where you're up here and you side stretch. Or you might just want to sit up on your pad if you do have that pad to hand. So that's just a short sequence of exercises designed to stretch the whole body, but with tight hamstrings in mind to make all of those exercises just that a little bit more friendly for the body. And let me know how you get on with it. Let me know whether it's helped you. And whilst you're here, please do check out my other videos. I'm posting new ones all the time. So I'm Emma, Engineered Well Pilates, personalised videos, Pilates videos for your body. Check me out, engineeredwellpilates.com. Take care. Bye.